Hey lovelies, how are you doing today? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to clone your images, just like you see, just like I have right there. Can you just take a look? Just take a look. I'm going to be teaching you how to clone your images. I'm going to be teaching you what you need to clone your images and then what you need to do to clone your images. But first, I am going to lubricate my lips because it's about to be a long tutorial. But not really long, but you know, it's a tutorial. But you know what, let's get into it. First things first, you are going to be needing a tripod. You see this piece of instrument right here? This right here is just a lifesaver. Ever since I started taking my pictures myself, this instrument have always come in handy for me. Like, believe me guys. So the reason why you need a tripod is to be able to keep your device steady. Because if you're going to be cloning your pictures, you want your pictures to maintain the same light, the same dimension, you know, the same everything. You want your pictures to be really identical. You don't want to move things around. You don't want to stay like a shaky picture. You want something steady. That's why you're going to need a tripod. Without a tripod, I don't think you'll be able to take pictures and clone them perfectly. Second thing you are going to need is your camera or your phone. You don't really need to have a camera, because I just shoot with my camera because I think I have gotten advanced to a point where I can shoot with my camera without, you know, having any issues, and I do it pretty well. I use my phone when I'm in the mood to use my phone. Sometimes I just forget I have a phone and I'm like, oh my god, my camera, boom, I whip it out. But then yes, you should have a camera or you should have a phone. One of these two would work, so you could be able to take your pictures on them. You need to have a remote. This is a Canon remote controller. I use it for my camera. I use a EOS T5i Rebel, so I use this to take my pictures. Wherever you buy your tripod from, I don't know if it's every tripod store, but like when I bought my tripod, it came with a remote for my phone. So there are phone remotes too. If you don't know how to use the timer on your phone camera, you could just use the remote to, like, you know, boom boom boom, take your pictures, and then you're good to go. Without further ado, we are going to get started. Unfortunately, I could not be in the streets taking these pictures, you know, showing you a video of how I took the picture. I'm just going to show you what the pictures look like. I'm going to be screen recording my phone right now for you guys to be able to see what my pictures look like. So the first thing we are going to do is open Lightroom. Guys, if you don't have Lightroom, don't bother about it. I use Lightroom to edit my picture. I just, you know, do like a little bit presetting on my picture. I have presets on Lightroom and I just put that preset on my picture. So you go to Lightroom, and then these are the pictures I want to use, guys. This is the first picture right here, and this is the second picture right here. This is what it used to look like before I added my preset on it, and you know, just a little before and after. Then I go out, you know, and I click on the two pictures I want to use, and I just add it to my camera roll. You could use 3 pictures, you could use 4 pictures, 5 pictures, 6 pictures, 7 pictures, 8 pictures, 9 pictures, 10 pictures, but we are going to start off with 2 because it's just the basic. Then we're going to go out to Snapseed. Snapseed is so powerful, guys. As you can see on my Snapseed, I've already started editing that picture already, but I'm going to start all over again because of you guys, because I really love you guys and I want you guys to learn. So I'm going to go to open. Once I open, I'm going to go to open from device, you know, just to find my picture, and I go to albums and I see recent. I'm clicking the first picture right there. That is the first picture I want to use, where I'm actually pointing the camera. That's the first picture I want to use. Then I go to tools. Guys, you need to be really careful and you need to pay attention to details. So the first step was to open and add your picture. Then you go to tools, and then you're going to see double exposure. That's the first icon on the last line. So double exposure, and it's going to ask for you to add another image. So this icon right here with the, you know, little image and the plus sign means to add another image. So you click on that. Once you click on that, you go to albums again, you find your picture. That's the second picture I want to use. So this icon beside the add image, I don't know what it's called, but I just click on it and I use subtract. A lot of people use default, but I don't know how to use default, so I'm just going to be sticking to subtract, and I'm going to go to the opacity, which is the third icon, and I'm going to just heighten the opacity, and I'm going to click on the check mark. Don't worry about the second picture, you are still going to bring it back eventually. Don't panic, don't be like, oh my god, where's my picture, blah blah blah. No, don't do that. Then you're going to look at the top right corner of your screen. The first icon on the top right corner, you're going to click it, and then you're going to go to view edits. Once you go to view edits, you're going to see double exposure that has been highlighted in blue already, and then you're going to see original. So you click on double exposure and you click on the brush icon right there. So what this is telling you is to brush yourself into the picture so you can actually create a clone. What I do is go to the icon beside the X and click on it to see where I was. Then I click on it again to undo what I've done. Wow. But yes, you guys get what I'm saying. And I zoom in a little bit and I start shading myself in. So guys, this process is called brushing. It's one of the easiest process. After you've added your picture, you've used double exposure, you've actually subtracted the light, and then you've heightened the opacity. This is very easy, but sometimes it could be complicated. I have a very big thumb, that's why I am zooming in to be able to get everything correctly. So guys, I just want to make sure that I am not erasing the other person. Just like that, guys. I go back to that icon beside the X to see what is left. So you can see that little line. I have that little line left, and I'm going to click the icon again, zoom in a little bit more, and finish shading. I don't want my fingers to be touching the other guy's shirt. I'm the other guy. I'm just talking to myself in third person. I don't want my fingers to be touching the other guy's shirt. And I go back to that same icon beside the X to see what I've done. And it looks good at this very moment. I'm just going to, just do a little too much because I'm extra like that. And then I'm going to make sure that everything has been highlighted. I've brushed everything to a normal brushing point. That's what I call my normal brushing point. And I'm going to click the check mark, and boom, I have my doppelganger. Guys, you should know that this is very easy. So you open, you go to tool, okay, so you open, you click your first picture, you go to tools, you click double exposure, add your second picture, subtract the light, then heighten the opacity, then go to view edit, and the next thing you're going to do is start brushing yourself in. So once you're done brushing yourself into satisfaction, you're going to go out of it, and then you're going to click on export, and you're going to save. Once you save, you're going to modify. At this point, you are done. But I just like to go to Lightroom and just do a little bit on it. So if you don't have Lightroom, don't panic. I just, bring back that picture that I just edited. I bring it back to Lightroom, and I go to optics, and I click on remove chromatic aberration, and then I enable lens correction, and I go to geometry, and I just distort it a little bit, like so, like that, and boom, my picture is done right there. And I can just save the picture on my phone and be able to use it on Instagram, use it on Facebook, use it on Pinterest, anywhere I want to use it. And if you've learned something today, do not forget to like this video, leave a comment on this video on what you love to see when next you're back, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to share with your friends and family. Let them learn something, let them up their Instagram picture games. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be leaving the link to all my socials right there. Till next time, see ya, bye.